I believe we are running. Let me wait to see. Let me check over here in YouTube Studio. It appears we are running. I could be wrong. Sometimes I'm wrong. Let me make sure the audio is coming through. Oh, it is. It is. The beautiful people. The beautiful people. Peace and love, everybody. Peace and love. Oh, I've got my fresh coffee. The sun is out. We have a sunset shot today, so hip hip hooray. That always makes me feel better when there's a sunset to look at. So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I have no special graphics. I have no cool graphics for the show. I know Accent Nacho is going tonight. Oh, I gotta get over and fix Nightbot while I'm sitting here. Nightbot's gonna be dropping the wrong friggin' links again. This is what happens when you don't have all your ducks in a row. This is how it goes. I'm doing it. I'm fixing it. Let's see. I'm gonna leave the Azura's link, but I've got all those Tuesday links gonna drop, and I want those. And that is probably not the right link there. I'm gonna see if I can find X and Nachos if they've scheduled their Wednesday show yet. And I can take care of that stuff while I'm sitting here. I mean, it would have been better if I, was paying attention to the timer, but I'm not. I don't know that he's got it scheduled. I would have seen it. I don't see it. So I will have Nightbot just drop his link here. Wednesdays, let me edit it. At X and Nacho. Where are you, Wednesday? All right, now hopefully everything's ready. I don't know. I never get these things right. I think it's right now. I don't know. I got my coffee. We'll see. Beans. I'm drinking coffee, I'm getting stoned. And if you join me, I won't be alone. I'm drinking coffee, I'm getting high. Coffee with Wes. Yeah. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever it is, wherever you are around the world. I hope you are having a good one. Welcome to Coffee with Wes. I am Wes. This is my Maxwell House coffee. It's warm. It's warm, Maxwell House. If you heat it up, it'll be warm. There you go. There's your pitch for Maxwell House. Peace and love, everybody. We have a live shot today. I've got the camera out. I hope the camera stays upright. I put weight down on the tripod to hold it in place. It's on ice. You can't even break through the ice very easy. You have to stomp on it to actually get anything, because this is ice on top of snow is what this is out here. And I don't know. But we have a sunset, so as long as this is rolling, I'm feeling good. I see Herman out there. Peace and love. Tim in Valencia. Cheers, Tim in Valencia. I hope you guys are having a good one. Gemma is out there. Peace and love over in the UK. I hope everything is going good your way. Did you see how I did that? That was pretty sad, wasn't it? And Allie's out there. The love of my life. It's Allie. She's everything to me. Adam, good day. I hope you are feeling good. I hope everything is going good and warm. I like to think of the warm weather that you probably have. Although, I'll be complaining if it's super hot here. So, I mean, It's always, the grass is always greener on the other side. I I personally, I know I'm gonna complain either way, so it's good. It's all good. Jaden is out there. Peace and love. Wes Plays Music is out there. I hope you are doing good, Wes. Popcorn. Peace and love, Popcorn. I hope you're having a good one. Oh, Rabbit. Rabbit could not stand and wait. He had to go make some coffee and get himself a buzz. Is there a glitch? Is there something happening? Did I miss? Did I miss? Might just be a camera glitch thing. I don't know. This is snow, and you're thinking, oh well, what a beautiful day. Everything is ice. Everything is still ice. The trees, a lot of that has glistened, and the sun has finally taken a lot of that off of there. And as I said, I've been one of the lucky ones that I've had power. I've had services, so there's not that big of a problem. Now, you'd think, oh well, you're out of it all. That could be a camera glitch. That could be something on the that could be on that line. There's a line that goes right through there. It could be something on a line. I know what you're talking about. I see what you're talking about there. I do not know. I do not know. Justine, peace and love, Justine. The intro wasn't interesting, Wes. There's nothing there. It's I have a live shot, and I think that's a flare on a camera or something. I can see that my green screen's all fuzzy, and I don't like having my green screen all fuzzy. Let's see if I can pull back some of this noise out of my green screen. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Now it'll just come through me. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I do not have good lighting. I do not have a good setup. It's one of those. But maybe it could be the moon. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. If it is something, we'll see when this sun goes down, because then it should be bright. But this is a live shot, and apparently by this weekend, hey, because when it rains, it pours. We're gonna have frigid, dangerous frigid temperatures like we haven't been. I mean, it's been single digits all day with the with the wind chill. With the wind chill, it's going to hit -20 here over the weekend. So I've got that to look forward to. 2 feet in Connecticut. They got a bomb cyclone, one of those things, happening off of the East Coast, which is supposed to just be a real snow producer, knocking a whole bunch through there. It's one of those years, man. It's one of those years. David, Live to Fly channel, peace and love. I hope your coffee is warm and tasty, and at least as good as Maxwell House. Maxwell House. This is about as good as I can afford. Maxwell House. I'm gonna come back and maybe clip one of those. I don't know. It's one of those things. It's that sunset motivation. That's what we're looking for. I want to see what this sunset. I went outside a bunch today. I went outside a bunch to try to soak up some of the rays, because we've been under all those clouds, and it's been so cold, and it was still real cold today. But I think it got into the 20s, but it felt like close to like 11 or something like that, 10 or 11. It's going to get down, and we're going to have frigid Arctic air. There's so many places. Down in Florida, they're going to be down there in the freezing temperatures and all that. It's we got some. It's winter. It's winter in North America. These things happen. They happen, just not that often. Not every year is. I mean, unless you're up north, then every year is just it's misery. Why are you? I mean, find your way south. It's although. I don't know, with the way climate change goes, there's no safe area. There's no safe area at all. Cafeteria mud, nice. When I was in the Navy, I loved how precise the making the coffee was. You got 2 big canisters, and you just put burlap bags into the top of these, full of all these grounds. And you're just running boiling water, the hot water, into those. One had twice as many grounds as the other. There was strong and regular. Those were the two. Decaf was not anything anybody wanted. I don't know. I actually think if you turn into decaf, don't worry that much. Just live your life. Live your life. It's don't be sad. Decaf is just sad. It's just sad. Popcorn's back out there. Cheers, peace, and love. I hope you're doing well. The Nightbot just dropped a link to Azura's podcast. Azura's tomorrow night, 9 p.m. We're going to be doing our insane show over at Alley's. That should be the link to this next one coming up. And I believe Nightbot ought to be dropping the link also to Axe and Nacho's channel tonight at 11 p.m. 11 p.m. is when Axe and Nacho go live. Mondays and Wednesdays at 11 p.m. Sanka decaf. See, decaf just in general. Decaf in general. I think it's an abomination. It's one of those things, people clinging to, well, I've got to find, it must be the caffeine that's bringing me down. No, that caffeine's not that. Maybe cut back, but don't. It's like a punishment. It's like, I don't know. People that eat all healthy. And never stray. Why? You're still. There was the best. It was at a restaurant in Florida, and there was a bumper sticker on the wall: "Eat well, exercise, live right, die anyway." And that spoke to me. That was one of those. Hey, you need to do what you want to do. It all ends the same. I don't know how it's going to turn out. It looks like we've got clouds drifting in. I can kind of see some movement on those clouds too. We've got some clouds drifting in, so I'm not sure how this sunset's gonna end up being. But I am observing it. I have been out in that sun today. I got that vitamin D production. I feel a bit better. And you need that. It's still cold. Everything is still, half the things are still closed in the county. There's still 3,000 or 4,000 people without power in the county down in the south end. But they're doing what they can. And we're going to dip back down and get a little bit more snow this weekend. But drink a spice cider. I end up, well, it depends on my intake of other things. If the THC is rolling, I can drink coffee at any time, and if I need to go to bed, I can go to bed. If I don't have that going on, then coffee, yeah, it'll keep me up. It'll leave my head awake. And I think I had some at 11 or something last night, 11 or 12. It was a mistake. I didn't fall asleep until 8 a.m. Got up at what, 1, noon, something like that. But I got plenty of sun today. I'm feeling good about that. It's darkening up really quick here, isn't it? And that sun is not down where it needs to be. Clouds. Maybe they're just a passing bit. Maybe it's not a whole front. I'm not sure. Coffee is there to, the heat of coffee, it's not just the caffeine. If you get it hot enough and let it scald your mouth, it'll wake you right up. Coffee has multiple ways of keeping you going each day. It all depends. I have cut way back though. I was a 12 to 20 cup a day person. I mean, and I had dehydration issues. I didn't realize the dehydration issues I had. I was drinking so much coffee, several pots of coffee a day, and just kept coffee going all day long, all night if I was working, things like that. But for years I was doing that, and I was having all sorts of different pains in different areas of my body. And I thought, well, that's a failing organ. That's gonna happen. I guess the end is near. And you ride it out. You ride it out. I'm not going to a doctor for anything. That's just I'm more of a I'm a naturalist that way. Let's say I'm a naturalist. Well, whatever it is, I don't want to find out about it before it takes me, because there's no way I want to be spending my life, battling something like that and going through. So I'm just a naturalist waiting to see what happens. And I thought it was just failing organs. I threw my back out one day. Threw my back out doing nothing, just standing. I was brushing my daughter's hair, and I leaned over a bit, and my back was just gone. I was on the ground, and I have no idea why. It was like there's nothing, there shouldn't be anything wrong. And I'm looking up about back pain. I'm looking up about things like this. And I noticed that it listed, because I hadn't strained it. I'm strong. I have no issues. The last time I had any x-rays, they x-rayed my lower back, and everything looked good. My spine looks good. All that other, I'm lucky in that manner. But dehydration was listed as a possible thing. And so I stopped drinking as much coffee, and I started hydrating. Milk is the most hydrating liquid there is. That, Gatorade, water, just taking it all down. Milk has an enzyme that slows the body's absorption of the water, so it doesn't flush as quickly. And all the pains, every pain that I had in my torso, all the pains in different areas, stuff that would double me over at times, they all went away. They all went away with just hydrating myself a little bit better. It shocked me how much pain, because I'd gone a decade. I'd gone a decade easily, thinking I had serious internal problems that I just every now and then, I'm in pain. Oh, I'm in pain. It's all muscle. It was all muscle. It was all dehydration, and that'll really affect you. That'll really affect you. So I solved that problem, and I'm down to maybe, I think the most I've had has been 3 cups of coffee in a single day, probably in the last year. I've just cut way down. I've cut way down on it. This is my first cup. I don't have a cup when I wake up. I just let myself wake up. I let myself go. I'll have coffee when I do this show. I'll have coffee late at night if I'm going to be getting together with Allie and doing something, different things along those lines. Emotion, new soul, peace and love, Emotion. I hope you are having a good day. Emotion's got a song that he and Mr. Smith had collaborated on. It was a premiere last Sunday. That is over on his channel. I think they had 4,000. I think they've got 4,000 views of that thing. It is so awesome. I love to see success. I love to see people out here putting their stuff out and getting it noticed, having people actually appreciate the work. Justine is doing the Sunday stream on adult ADHD, undiagnosed. Hyperactivity is largely internal and is anxiety. All right. Have you made sure you're hydrated? That's the only answer I have. Dehydration, hydrate. Anything else? All of the other things that throw my head off. I just mentally I make cartoons and I play music to forget about all my troubles. I try to do the comedy thing to forget about all the troubles. Treach, peace and love. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a good one. I hope everybody's feeling good today. Oh, let me put the banner up. Anybody who is a content creator, Use that hashtag awesome. See how the banner caused me to lag? Oh, pain in the ass. Hashtag awesome. You can get your links dropped out there by Nightbot. Nightbot is dropping Azura's podcast, and it should be dropping. Axe and Nacho's Wednesday show. I believe it should be doing that. Let me make sure that timer is set. Has it dropped it? I'm gonna scroll through and see. Is that support the channel? No, that's not it. Maybe it's coming up. Maybe it's coming up later. Azura's, I think, drops a lot. There it is. Yeah, Nightbot's dropping it. 11 p.m. Eastern Time this evening, Axe and Nacho go live with their jam show. It's not scheduled yet, so what I've got Nightbot dropping is a link to their channel. Oh, I feel good. I got some sun. I don't know what that was. Anybody else see that, or was that just me? I saw it on the other screen, so I don't think it's just me. Then it's almost like that was in here because that just came through my screen. I don't know what that was that just went across the screen there. I'm gonna see if I can spot it. I have no idea. I'm sorry I got thrown off. Might have been a bird. Might have been a bird or something flying across. I don't know. I don't know. I'm all discombobulated. I'm all discombobulated. It should be there. It was a bird. It was a bird. I just saw it. I watched it on the other thing. It was a bird. It threw me off. I apologize. I'm not all here. I'm not all here. I'm feeling good. I'm not happy about the cold weather, but you know, you just got to get through that. You just cold weather changes into warm weather, and then I'll be complaining about the heat in the summer. But I'm feeling good. I believe Allie here soon should have, I believe, the show, other than maybe a sound effect or two. I believe that the next episode of Unapologetically Mark, if I'm not mistaken, is right there. When would be the best time for her to premiere that? What's the consensus on that? What's everybody thinking about the premiere of Unapologetically Mark? Da 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 da. Hey, I think we just got a little bit of a pinkish hue. I should play the ad. I'm gonna play Allie's ad real quick.
This Valentine's Day, give your loved one the gift they will love forever. Allie Patches merch. Allie Patches merch. Say love. Festina love. You could get Festina love. Allie and Wes, Lommel. All available on alliepatchesshop.fourthwall.com. Happy Valentine's Day.
The link to Allie's merch, as well as the merch for this channel here, are both down in the description of this video. That Cupid that you saw, not normally a Cupid, is Unapologetically Mark. That is a character that she has. He's an interesting character. He's a serial killer. He has a generational well in his home, and he has inappropriate relationships with trash cans. I know some of you are thinking, that doesn't make any sense. Well, if you ever watch anything on Adult Swim, does that make sense? Aqua Teen Hunger Force, does that make sense? Squidbillies, any of it? Come on, it's all good. Watch an episode of C Lab 2021 and tell me any of that makes any sense. Doesn't make sense at all. And that's why it's funny. And her show is real funny. She's got this episode 2 is getting ready to release and everything out there. Oh, it's looking cold. It's looking cold, but I'm still enjoying it. I've been having, I think the algorithm might start to put my music shorts out. I've been now for the last couple of weeks fairly consistent, getting close to one a day, at least for the last week, probably one a day. But I've been throwing out little, and I try to make them about 30 seconds. I don't do a whole song. If you put out a 3-minute video, in order for that video to really get put out, you've got to have a high percentage. They want to know that they're watching most all of it. And if they're only watching the first 30 seconds of it, you're going to have a low percentage, and that will cause it to not go out as much. I had put some out that were a minute, some that were over 2 minutes, and things like that. They didn't do as well. I'm making sure that I stay under a minute, and if I can get through a verse and chorus of a song, like Add It Up did pretty well. I threw out just a little bit of that. I didn't include the why can't I get just one fuck line. I left that one out. I stopped it after that and had it come back, but that one and Blister in the Sun seem to be doing okay. And I'm enjoying that, doing those vertical lives in the evening. But you've got to make sure. I made sure the SEO on it. I made sure it's got all the proper tags, but not too many tags, all that other stuff. But that's kind of how it goes. Hey, wee woo, beep beep, beep beep. Oh, what was the phrase? This is how I'm going to work. What was it? What was the video, pole vault? I'm watching this as he's driving on this is how I'm going to work. I'm going. It was something along those lines. I was laughing pretty good at that. That was a good one. That was a good one. Pole vault has some great shorts. Get out there. If you're not connected to pole vault, make sure you're connected to pole vault. And if you are connected, you sounded like you weren't having fun. If you are connected and you haven't seen the shorts that pole vault puts out, go check those out. Go check those out so you'll understand. Beep beep, wee woo. There's more. What was the one where you put the cat in the outfit? Yeah, the cat was angry about being in the outfit. It was. I shouldn't laugh. That's just wrong of me to be laughing. But I don't have a good sunset to really rely on here, so I'll come up with other things to laugh about and all that. Yeah, pole vault driving on the ice. This is how I'm going to work. This is how I'm going to work. This is how I'm going to... And he just kept saying it as he's driving. It was good. It was good. Make sure that you are connected. Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, sometimes they do that. That my brother was outside. He was in the driveway somewhere. I thought we might see him here. He was trying to do some clearing of the snow. We only got an inch of snow. We only have an inch, maybe an inch and a half of snow. And then there's solid ice on that. We had an ice storm, right? So it's packed. I had to weight down the tripod and kind of really kick with my heel to bust through the ice to just get it to, because otherwise the tripod was just going to slide on top. I had to bust through to put the legs down in the tripod and everything. But he took a hammer He thought he said it was just impossible with a shovel to get anything done on the driveway. So he thought if I take a hammer out there and I start beating at the ice, maybe it'll just bust up into big chunks that I can get out of the way. The hammer wasn't wanting to do it. The hammer wasn't going through the ice. It was he had a delivery. I think it was a UPS or something today. They came up. I'd drive. I grew up in northern Illinois. I took my driving test in the snow. It's just ice is a different thing, and that's what we've got going on. Yeah, yeah, London. I can't say anything bad. I mean, as a joke, I could say things bad about London, but all the people that I know from the UK are all awesome. So any jokes I make, if I go London, yeah, it's just for comedy's sake. Gemma's there in the UK. Mr. Smith is over there in the UK. John Shelton's over there in the UK. There's so many people that are over there that are all awesome. So I feel kind of good. Allison, cheers, Allison. I hope you're doing well. I hope everybody out there is doing well. If you're in one of the affected areas, take a look at if you think it's over. For those on the East Coast, at least, take a look at what's coming. The bomb cyclone. We've got an Arctic blast. I don't know how far south this cold weather's going to be. So I'm not sure if it's hitting. I can't remember if all that cold is coming down to Texas still. But it's supposed to, with the wind chill, we're going to get 20 below zero wind chills here this weekend. Yay, right? I really am looking forward to seeing next month's power bill. Really, it's like, oh, that ought to be exciting. That ought to be exciting. Can I double it? Can I double my power bill this month? And the water bill. Running the faucets, keeping them from freezing. If you are in an area that's getting the freezing, well, you probably got it last week, so you already know. If you busted your pipes, you should have kept them running. You got to keep your pipes, keep the water flowing in the pipes. I've had mine dripping for days. And I've gotten good. I don't forget anymore. I don't forget. I make sure that when I use the sink, when I'm washing my hands, if I'm using the sink in here, I've got the cold water dripping. I just run the hot water. It's not going to get hot before I need, so it's still cold, the water coming out. But that way I never screw up the kitchen one. I don't know. But I've been lucky. Knock on press board. I have not had any power outages or anything. The internet today flickered for about 3 minutes. It went out for 3 minutes, and I thought, no, but it came back. So I don't feel that bad. Yeah, and I have been actively trying to keep that power bill down here, Tim. And because it goes up, but I will leave it cold in the house, fairly cold. I can handle it. I can get dressed. The dog's got fur, so there's no, and it's just me. I'm not, if there were others in the house, I'd keep it more tolerable, but it's just me, and but just to keep it from being just so cold in the house these last days, I've got all this. I am afraid of a 300. I've had mine down. Last month I was able to get by with only like 170. I think I'm going to end up hitting 300 next month. Because I haven't run this much heat for this long at all. And we had a good week. TMI should be good this week. I just tried to buy a guitar and asked how much. The guy said his wife wanted. To be big kinky. Hey, man, you Texans, you got it all going on down there, don't you? You Texans and your exciting life, man. How many guitars do you have? $70 isn't bad. Uh, During the spring and the fall, I can end up keeping mine down. Probably about 90. I just under 100. But and normally about I don't try to cool it too much, and I'm not in an extreme zone. And last year we were lucky we didn't have the extreme heat that we can get some years. This is an extreme cold event, so I'm going to see some extreme bills. But I'm midway down. I'm in Kentucky, so it's in southern Kentucky, so it's not supposed to be this cold all the time, and normally it's not bad. I hope everybody's drinking their beverage of choice, getting their day going, doing their things. Seeing Andy, oh, it scrolled away from there. Let me get back up there to Gemma's. Seeing Andy again this weekend, recording a video about dancing, autism, and benefits on mental health. I'm telling you, dancing is such a great activity. And yes, it's moving your body. Yes, it's keeping you active, but music and interacting with the music in that way, because music just connects. Music is waves. Music is voices are everything else, but the rhythms that you have and other things along those lines, it really turns the brain on. It just lights things up in the brain when you are doing something like that, and it's a fantastic. I love to dance. I love to dance. It's such an expressive thing, and it's you. If I never like to play a song in the band. If we had a song that I didn't move to, if I wasn't just automatically feeling like, especially on bass, right? Especially on bass, I'm not having to keep up with any hard licks or anything like that on the guitar. I'm there to dance. That's what I like to do. And if I don't move to it, it's like, why are we doing this song? Nobody else is going to move to this. If I'm not moving to it, nobody else is going to want to. And because people would want to, singers. Well, I want to do this. I really like. Oh, great. Can I take a break during that one? Can I sit down? Can we record the bass part and just let that play behind you while we do the boring song that isn't making anybody dance? I like to keep people moving and keep people active and into the show and everything. So it's hurricanes. Oh man, that's why I moved out of Florida. Well, that and people. Too many people. I was south of the Tampa area there on the Gulf Coast, and there was so much growth, and the people were one thing, but I had 10 acres, and I didn't go a lot of places if I didn't want to, and so it wasn't like the people were an everyday. I worked at home, so I didn't have to commute. If I had to commute, I probably would have left a couple of years before I did, but it was the hurricanes. It was the hurricanes that just kept coming. And I got to the point that last year I had a big bay window in the front, all this other stuff that I'd had to board up and all this. And I got tired of taking the shutters off the windows and putting them back up in 2 or 3 days. Oh, we got another one coming? Oh, it's coming here? Shit. But and I got weary. The weather just got to be too much, and I thought I don't want to do this anymore. The last couple of years, I was every year I was keeping at least 20 extra 5-gallon, like you would put on a water cooler, the big 5-gallon things of water. I had a delivery service because I had well water where I was at because I was on 10 acres, so all the water for cooking and drinking, I'd have that delivered. We had a water service, and I had a water cooler in the house and everything that would heat it and cool it. And I kept 20 of those. I always had hundreds. Had 100 gallons of gasoline, 2 generators. I felt like a prepper. And it didn't feel like I'm living this luxury life in Florida. It felt more like I was on edge, waiting for waiting for the disaster to happen, and glad I had all this stuff. No, I wasn't glad. I wasn't glad. I got tired of it, and my grandfather passed away, which was when I thought, hey, I should move. I should move up there. And this was his place, and I thought this is where I need to move. And that was years ago, and now I don't know. Now I just don't know. It's quiet, but it's also not very diverse. I I like a bit more diversity in life. I like more points of view. I like a little bit more of a cultural experience. And it's they've got a lake. They've got a lake. That's really why this town does what it does. They've got a lake, and all the people from Ohio come down here for vacation. That's why they end up coming to this area and all that. They used to call them the Buckeye Navy. You'd see them through the year as they're coming down to spend a week down on the lake or whatever. All these people pulling their boats behind them. They also had a couple of. It's the largest man-made lake in the U.S. during the what is it, the Tennessee Valley Authority or whatever, when they were going through and damming up all these different rivers, and there's a whole area and towns that were flooded out, but it's all a man-made by damming the river up. It's got the most coastline of any man-made lake and all that other stuff. And people come down, and I've enjoyed fishing on it. I have enjoyed the natural part of it and everything, but it's nice. It's nice to be in the city every now and then. It's nice to have some of those experiences too, and you just don't get that here. It is. I do like this place. I've got about 5 acres here. There's about 5 acres, a couple acres of woods behind the house. That's behind the house. I'm pointing to where the camera is, out that direction. So I do like it. Hey, we're getting some color. We're getting some color. It's happening. Oh, you guys have that there. It's a nice experience, but the culture thing. Oh, a little bit of a tension headache going on there, but no, it's a little. I like to have a little bit of diversity in my experiences and all that, and I don't get out enough. And in order to, I'd have to go a distance. I'd have to go quite a distance to really do it. It is getting nice, isn't it? This is getting nicer. I was worried with all those clouds coming through that we wouldn't have any type of visibility on it, but I think it's putting this pinkish hue down here on this snow in front of where those beams are hitting at us and everything. I like it. Bouncing off of the crystals of ice that are covering all the snow out here. But I have gone out and I have appreciated that sun today. I made sure that I got plenty of it on me. I didn't go out and open the robe and do the naked thing, but I did make sure that I did have it on my chest. I had it on my face, and I could feel it. I could feel that warmth because it was sunny. It was sunny during the day. I could feel that warmth, and I think a part of that good feeling was that vitamin D production. Your skin produces vitamin D when exposed to sunlight. Vitamin D is very important for mood, among other things. And it's the thing that causes everybody to get that seasonal affected disorder, sad, where you get blah feeling because of the lack of sun. I feel like I got a dose of it today, so it wasn't so bad. It wasn't so bad. Well, the planet might be up there, but we're just not seeing it because of the clouds here. Isn't there supposed to be some sort of large alignment and everything near the moon or something around this time? All the different planets were going to be lined up kind of in one of those situations where they'd all be visible. I mean, they're all in the same plane as the moon. If you watch where the moon travels from across our sky, you will see from east to west there. That's the same plane. That's the same band where if there is a morning or night star, evening star, you will see the planets. That's where you will see the different things. We are living in the best of times. Thank you for saying that, Tim. We really are. We really are. We are the luckiest people there that we know of. There may have been fantastic, amazing technologies and all this other stuff in some pre-Younger Dryas days. Those people that built the pyramids, whoever was going on with all that, maybe there were people that had amazing stuff. But as far as we know, the only stuff that we know, we have refrigerators. I look back through history, I don't see refrigerators. We have electricity and lights and heat and things like that in our built homes that can handle a lot. I don't see a lot of electricity and a lot of lights and a lot of other stuff. We have coffee. We have coffee, and I don't believe coffee, at least that we knew of, it was like the same year as chocolate. Coffee and chocolate were both discovered the same year. And that was within the last, was it within the last 1,000 years? Was it 1,300 or something along those lines? So we've got it made. Indoor plumbing. Holy shit. My grandfather didn't have indoor plumbing in any of his places until he was I don't know, close to 40. He built a house. He built a second house. They didn't have indoor plumbing until my dad was, I think, about 7. So my dad grew up with having an outhouse and everything along those lines. Not in the direction of in the opposite direction that this camera. If the camera were to turn around, probably about 2 miles, 3 miles in the opposite direction that the camera's aiming, that's where my father would have grown up, at the old farm. They had a larger farm. He sold that and moved here when he retired. Grandpa did. They had a tobacco farm. They had a pig farm. There was a dairy farm for a while. Once his sons grew up and left, that was when he cut back and started a tire business out of the old tobacco sheds that had also been used as pig sheds. Started a tire business, 1-lane gravel road. It was after you passed a sign that said "End State Maintenance," and you were on a 1-lane gravel road, and heading on back for at least another 1.5 miles, 2 miles back there. He had a successful tire business back there. I don't know how. People just would show up wanting tires. And this is in the 70s. This is in the 70s. I think that tire business, it was doing $300,000 a year out of a old tobacco shed that he had all the equipment. He bought the equipment for, and was a dealer of tires in the area, kind of a big wig, I guess it was. Sunset, look at that. I think we're going to get some nice colors. I think we're going to get some nice looking stuff here. I think this is going to turn out to be a decent sunset. It might have been about 16,000 years. It would be so neat to see that, right? To actually know what they were doing. I love all the sound technology. When thinking about the ancients, hey, how did they cut these holes? How did they do this? Because we know the tools they had in our history that we know of, they weren't able to do it. And resonance frequencies with different things, being able to. I watched someone putting a frequency and vibration onto a metal ring that they had set on top of a stone. And that vibration and everything, It wore a smooth hole down into this stone. Uh, and Tesla knew that everything has a resonance frequency. Everything has, because everything in the universe is a wave. Everything is a wave. Everything is energy. Everything is in motion. Nothing stands still. There is no part of you that stands still. There's also no. You are mostly space. Atoms are mostly space, and no two of them are actually touching. The nuclei of any of them, they may have covalent shells going around them and how they're connected to each other in molecules, but nothing's actually touching each other. Nothing touches. You're mostly empty space. It's just light. Light can't pass through you because it's so small of a space that light's not able to pass. So that's why we appear as solids, and we are made up of all these bonds. That's why we feel like we're solids, but that's what we are. There's no empty, and all this is all gases. We're sitting at the bottom of a big ass 100, is it 62 miles, 100 kilometers of air, of atmosphere, and the atmosphere actually goes higher than that, but it's so thin when it gets up higher than that. But we're at the bottom of a pool of gas. That's what we are. Just our atmosphere is like a big ocean, and we're stuck down on the bottom, and the birds are the ones that have figured out how to fly in it. And we fly in it through different things. If we didn't have this atmosphere, we couldn't fly. The only reason planes work is there's air. So you got something to come off of. But it's neat to view yourself as that, as being down at the bottom of an ocean of gases, which is how we are. Michael Songs, peace and love, Michael Songs. I hope you are doing well. What did Wes say? View hours feel like they're standing still. Well, we just need to get you more of them. View hours usually takes 48 hours for the hours to catch up with what you had. You're going to need to get to, if you're getting close to 500 hours, anybody who's a YouTube creator, if you haven't reached it yet, you've got to have 3,000 watch hours and 500 subs to be able to open up memberships and super chats and such. You need to get 4,000 hours, and that's within the last 12 months. That's within the last 12 months. And it doesn't count shorts. Shorts are a different thing than watch hours. You'll get a shitload of watch hours on shorts, but they won't go towards your watch hour total. That's going to be on long form content videos and on live streams. I would think you've been doing pretty good on live streams. I would think you'd be doing pretty good on that. How is the vacation going, Michael? Am I happy because I have an independent, coherent mind? I don't know. That's a good question. That's one of those philosophical questions. Oh, about the nothing stands still. See how lame I am? I got all into it. Oh, well, let me give you the answers here. I have some answers here. Let me throw those answers out here. See if I can help. We're watching the sunset, everybody. It's going well. We're with family currently. And that's going well. See, that's always iffy. Family visits are always, it depends on the family and the relationship and all that. My brother is in town. My brother has been here for the last week and a half. His place is right next door to mine, and he comes down probably about 2 weeks out of every month. But that does a lot for me, having him here. He's the brother that I like. I have another brother and sister that I haven't spoken to in years. The brother, I don't think I've spoken to the brother in 20. And the sister, I don't think I've spoken to her in about 17. So, Yeah, we're not the closest to families. We're not the closest to families. Ghostface Studio Productions dropping the link out there with hashtag awesome. Is that Jack? Is that Jack? Hey, peace and love. Welcome in. There is a link dropped out there. Yeah, yeah, making it. They do. YouTube will make you work for it. YouTube will make you work for it. I'm uh I'm a week in. I'm a week into the peace and love, Jack. I'm a week into the experiment with that second channel that I've got. That's just cats. And I've been putting up 2 shorts at 8 a.m. every day over there. It did pretty good the first day, and things are kind of blah blah. I'm only at like 51 subs or something. I'm a week into it. I'm really hoping that it's an experiment to see if after 2 weeks of being consistent, because I've got everything SEO set up on that channel. It's nothing but cat shorts. I'm hoping to see a bam. Let's put these out. Bam. Let's start getting these knocked out there. So we'll see. That's my experiment. I'm giving it at least a month. I want to see activity increase after 2 weeks. I'm hoping that when I hit the 2 week mark, that the algorithm will smile upon me and say, yes, we see what you're doing. We see you are regular. Here, let's give you that bump you need. Because they do. They'll try you out, and then they will drop it off after a while. I've noticed they did that with the cat shorts here. But I've stopped doing the cat shorts here. I'm just putting up maybe either motivational comedy or a lot of songs. I cut the songs. The clips feature. For those of you that have, what I used to do is I would pull back the entire video. I'd download the entire video from YouTube, and I would go through and make my cuts in that thing to pull shorts from and different stuff. Now there's a couple of advantages. If you go watch your video and you say ask AI, if you're a musician or someone looking, summarize the video. And you can ask it for timestamps. It'll give you timestamps. It tells me every place where I played and what song I was playing and kind of what I said to introduce whatever it was. So it gives me a guideline on what I've got in the thing. And I think, oh, let me cut that one as a short. And so I go over to the clips feature. And the clips feature will allow you to then select the area in the thing that you want to make a clip of. You could at that point go ahead and go through the process. It produces a video and it's going to save it out there. I produce the video, but I don't schedule it. I don't do anything like that. I let it make the cut and get me that raw video. And then I download it because I'm going to add graphics. I'm going to add subtitles. I use Premiere to do the transcription work for me, putting subtitles up for the lyrics on songs. I'll put the title of the song up top and different. But it allows me to just pull back a 2-minute video, as opposed to the other day I did an hour and 40 minutes. West Plays Music is doing sometimes 11 hours. This will allow you to just get those little pieces out of the video that you want, and so you can work with those a lot easier. The clip feature. I think we've got about 20 more minutes, 15 or 20 more minutes before we get the maximum color that we're going to get over here, if we're going to get any color. But this is a live outdoor shot from my place looking towards that sunset. It is cold, but it is still that sun that's keeping us alive. If that sun weren't here, dead. There's nothing. There's nothing without that sun. So you have to love that sun. You have to be all right with the sun. You have to give some thanks for that sun to give us this freaking amazing ability to have minus 20-degree weather in Kentucky this weekend. Yay, son! Fuck. No, that was bad. That was bad. I'm feeling like I'm in a joke mood. I'm just feeling fun. I'm not taking anything too bad. Oh, I got the bass. I didn't remove the bass from the shot, so we do have this here. Oh, I want to run my Owen and Karen, the short that went nowhere. I wish it would have gotten put out.
Karen, would you like to hear these songs that I created about Pokemon? I've got 5 different versions. One of them sounds like it's being sung by a Japanese girl.
Oh, for Pete's sake, nobody wants to hear about your Rizless AI garbage, Owen. Nobody likes that. It's not cool. You should really save that for the AI girlfriend that I know you've got coming in the future. Oh, let the losers in your life know that you're sick of their AI slop. Get yourself a shirt or a mug or something. All proceeds go towards supporting humans and cats. Don't believe me? Check out the shorts. There's a lot of cats on this channel. I'm just saying.
Yes, there's a lot of cats. There were. Last year was the year of the cats. Oh. Yes, those emojis are out there. I need more emojis. Ellie's the one with all the cool emojis. Ellie's the one that's got the Azura. I don't know if anybody has been watching Azura's the vlog that she does at night in the verticals. I think she might have got 5 new subs off of that last night. Vertical live streams can help you gain some subs and things along those lines. Hey, we've got some pinkish hue coming up on those clouds. I'm hoping we're gonna have here in another 10 minutes. That's when I think it'll be at its maximum. I believe. I'm talking out my ass. It's one of those. But I feel good about it. Oh, tomorrow night at 9 p.m., Azura's podcast, The Relationship, voted, and I'm not sure who voted for it. It's the #1 relationship podcast on YouTube for aliens. So everybody needs to be there for Azura's podcast tomorrow at 9 p.m. Tonight, and the link to that is dropped out there by Nightbot. Also, above that, Nightbot dropped the link for Axe and Nacho's channel at 11 p.m. on Wednesdays. They also do it on Mondays. But 11 p.m. Wednesdays is when Axe and Nacho has their, and it may be an open mic situation. It may be, hey, I've got other people helping. I think the jam. I'm not certain of that. I'm not certain because I know he does verticals and he does the show all on his own a lot. So, but that is happening tonight. If anybody's up at 11 p.m. Eastern Time and looking for somewhere to be entertained and hang out, Axe and Nachos is a good place. It really is it's the best relationship show with aliens that I know of out there. That's just the way it is. 100 gig for a frickin' update. Oh my god, you have such a library of instruments. You have your system is enviable. There is just so much in there. It's amazing. We're getting some of those pinkish hues. We're observing this sunset, waiting for it to get dark. I am feeling good. I'm using this as a time for me to tell myself, feel good. Be happy. Be happy. Why be anything else? I don't want to worry about the world. I can't solve it. I know for sure I'm not going to be solving any of the problems out there. I know I'm not causing the problems out there, so I feel good about that. I'm not spreading negativity. You don't want to spread negativity. I try not to be that spreading negativity person. I feel good about that. Doing creative things, making myself laugh, hopefully making some other people laugh with some of these shows. I'm loving playing music. I got to say that I have so much fun doing that. I'm at a level where I feel okay with it, and I just have a good time. And I'm hoping that the algorithm over here on this channel starts putting some of those shorts out a little bit more. They're doing it with the they did it with the Friday I'm in Love. They put it out pretty good. I got 5 dislikes on the Friday I'm in Love cover. That was a lot of fun. It's like, oh, thanks. Thanks. I appreciate that. Happy day to you too, buddy. But no, that was good. The Violent Femmes seem to be doing good. I've got a country death song. I could pull the country death song cover and put it out. Ruthless Cannon, peace and love. I hope you are doing well. We're observing the sunset live shot outside my place right now. We're hoping that we get a little bit more color, but there's a lot of clouds. So, but in like 10 minutes is when the maximum glow that we normally would get. But we'll see. We'll see. It's one of those. I never know. I never know. But I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I hope everybody out there is feeling good. Anybody who is a content creator, let me get the banner up. Hashtag awesome. We'll get Nightbot to drop your links. Feel free to connect to other people out here. Everybody out here is cool. Everybody out here is and even if I've got it set up so people can come back through and see the messages and everything, see the chat. So even if you're not worried, go ahead and drop your link, even if you know everybody out here, so that if somebody comes through again, access to your link, they'll be able to see it. Hashtag awesome. Or if you're somebody who's already got a wrench, share whatever live you've got coming up or whatever video you want people to connect to, whatever you'd like people to utilize to say, hey, I like this place, and come over and see you, because that's the way to do it. Time Man, peace and love, Time Man. I hope you're doing good. I don't know. We had a pink issue. I'm waiting. I'm hoping. It might not. The cloud cover may be too much like camping, too intense. It might be that way, and we might not have the beautiful sunset I was hoping for. Earlier in the shot earlier, I really loved. You could see all the blue in the sky and all that other stuff. Oh no. Oh, you should have just paid the ticket. Pole vault. Now, isn't it going to be crazy if you go in there and the prosecutor just brings up your channel? This is what the man does. And they use wee woo against you. They use wee woo against you, and next thing you know, you're an enemy of the state because of wee woo. Wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't that be something? Oh. Oh, my brother's going into town. I'll respond to that in a bit. It was a text from my brother. We're waiting to see how the sunset turns out. I am feeling good. I got some sun today. We've got cold weather on the way. If you are in that area that got hit with all this crap last week or earlier this week or last weekend, this weekend's going to be cold. This weekend's got cold weather coming. If you have been under a rock or you haven't had power or whatever it is, just be prepared. Be prepared. Never just pay. Never just pay the ticket. There you go. Fight the man. Fight the power. Fight the power. Isn't that, was Fight the Power, was that Anthrax and, damn, why can't I mean, I'm sitting there looking at, with the big clock. I can't remember. I can't remember who that is. You're always following the law. There you go. There you go. Now that's just an opportunity to live. That's all that is. I mean, it wasn't Rage Against the Machine. It was I don't think it was a song. It was a crossover with Anthrax, and then there was a rap group. Was it NWA? I'm trying to think of who it was. Public Enemy. Thank you, Adam. Public Enemy. I think that was Fight the Power. I love the song. It's been so long since I've heard it or thought of it or anything along those lines. Big Clock. Yeah, he's got the big clock, right? And what's his friggin' name? I mean, I'm looking right at him. He had TV shows and everything else. Flavor Flav. Flavor Flav. Yes, Flavor Flav. Oh my God. That's a guy doing it his way. That's a guy doing it his way. Eazy-E, Flavor Flav. Oh, they were all that. Do. Breaking the Law. Judas Priest. You know, every time I do Breaking the Law, I always get a copyright. It's impossible to do the riff and not have it get picked up. Every time I play Skater Boy, every time, and it's, of course, it's only the times when I actually sing the do wanna na. I'm simulating the second guitar part with that. Sunset, everyone. I'm still waiting. I'm starting to lose hope that we're going to get a good glow, but as long as I can see the glow, I'm going to, and it's still bright out there, so. Eazy-E was in, yep. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, I love those from out of nowhere thoughts. Oh, I remember that. I remember that. I've tried to think of more. I've tried to think of more songs from the 80s and all that I'd like to cover. I seem to, there's so much nostalgia, and there's many more old people than there are young out on the web. Am I right? And because they just exist, there's more of them anyway. It's population goes down with each generation. The way we got all these boomers. Oh, I really need to start marketing to boomers because they're the most. But now and I'm only a couple of years from boomer. Boomers only the baby boomers are only a couple of years earlier than I am. I'm hitting 57 here next month. 57. Oh my God. Nobody thought I'd live this long. My those siblings I don't talk to, they all had bets on when I would. None of them thought I'd make it past 25. Wes just lives wild life. He's not going to make it. Wes is too out there with his life. He's not going to make it. Yeah, that's how it was. Come on, son, don't let me down. Let's get some glow going here, right here. Maybe can it get intense? Can it get up good? Get up good. Statler Brothers. Giddy up, boom, bop. Did they do that one? Did they do My Heart's on Fire for Elvira? Giddy up, boom, bop, bop. Was that the Statler Brothers? I know of Statler Brothers songs, but I'm just reaching. I think it's 66 or 1966 or before. I believe that the cutoff is either 65 or 66. I was born in 69. So it's a couple years before me and everything that would qualify as a baby boomer. The last part of that generation, I think, was 66. Could have been. I don't know who determines that. I think the number keeps changing as people that are old are saying, well, I'm not a boomer, and they bump it up to 60. I think it used to be 67. That was what I would hear. and they move the goalposts. They keep moving it, and it's always moved by somebody who is, like 67. Well, no, it's a year before me. I'm Gen X, because everybody wants to be Gen X. We were the ones that had those absent parents. Our mothers were the first mothers to go off to work because they decided, hey, we shouldn't make it so a single income can really do this anymore. The health care during the early 70s, that stuck it to people with what went on there. And then, you've got all the inflation stuff in the 70s, late 70s, and then the 80s when it was, hey, greed is good. Greed is good. Let's do all we can to be greedy. Rabbit, cheers. Let's do all we can to be greedy. Yeah, 72. You're right there, Gen X. Gen X. We're the ones. We were the latchkey. I spent all my time so far from home. At the age of 7 and 8, I'm riding my bike 5 miles from home. I'm gone all day long. Say, hey, if somebody takes me, is it going to be worse? I mean, home wasn't great, and but they just didn't care. West Plays music. Oops, you dropped this. Let me dance. I work hard for the money, so hard for you, honey. Thank you for that. I appreciate that support. That is, I'd like to. I know where that's going. It's going the electric bill next month. That's where it's going. That electric bill is going to be so high next month. Hang on, here we go. Yes. Thank you for the super chat. It was cool when you did that. Hey, thank you for the super chat. It helps to pay the bills. Yes. Yes. I appreciate that. Yes, it's going to help. It's going to help to pay those electric bills as the cold weather that we normally don't get has set in. And I look to the future to see, how bad is that going to be? How bad is that going to be? But it's that way. It's just that way. I'm feeling good about it. West Plays music. I should do some hyping. If you're not already connected to West Plays music, you've got to get connected. If you like music, if you want to see just real, true, this person has busted their ass to get this talent. I mean, this is someone who has practiced and played 12 hours a day. With the body of work he has and with the skills at composing that he has. Just phenomenal. Saturdays at 11 a.m. Normally, when he gets up, sometime around then, make sure you click on the notification bell. He does go Friday evenings. I've seen him go on Sundays. And I wanted to mention, I saw you mention in a chat. It might have been either Mr. Smith or over in, I'm not sure it was OG Sons or Mr. Smith's, but you had said that you were, I don't know what happened there. You had said that you were, because there were so many other people live, that you had thought about going live, but you changed your mind about it. And I want to suggest you go live. Go ahead and go live if you have the opportunity to do it. I wonder if that's at light. Pole vault knows the light I'm talking about. There's a light out in my driveway that lights up, and it might be getting dark enough. This might be the light actually kicking in and brightening the snow and everything. It might be flashing out there. That's what that could be. I would suggest, and I suggest this to everybody, there are so many people out here that can view, and never get angry if somebody else is live when you're live, and don't feel hindered if you are able to go live. If you have the opportunity to go live, take it. Take those opportunities, because especially if you've got a schedule where it's not that easy every now and then to get it going. I have no idea what this is. I wonder if the camera, because it's so cold, is the camera starting to screw up on me. This is a little bit different. It might be that light. It might be that driveway light, and we're just noticing it because it's reflecting off of the snow a whole bunch. If that light's trying to decide to kick on or not. It's getting bright over there where the clouds aren't at. I don't think we're going to have much coming up from here, but if you can go live, do it. Do it, because there's people bounce around. People do a lot of different things. There's always viewers out there. There's always, and we shouldn't feel like we're stepping on each other's toes or anything like that. I try to, whenever I'm going live, I try to promote others. I try to tell people when other people are live, things along those lines to go ahead and because I never have a problem if someone leaves to go over to something else. I love seeing people support other people, and I'm totally good with that. But I wanted to mention, you've got a schedule with work. If you feel like you can do it at night, that strike while the iron is hot. Let me see if I can come up with some more of those. Make hay while the sun is shining. There's bound to be others, but I'm just not that good at it. Not that good at it. You go live outside. Schedule. You catch emails. People give you a hard time? Nah, that's not right. That's not right. Hey, little bit of purples. I don't know. Let me get out of the way. I think I'm blocking part of this. Awesomeness right here behind me. The sun is setting back there, everybody. Well, you shouldn't be getting emails. You should. Oh man, that's not cool. Your TMIs, you don't schedule those things. If you've got something to go live on, you should. You do what you can do. We are all creators out here. Especially musicians. There's clubs all over town. People are playing at the same time. Just we shouldn't view each other as competitors. We all complement each other. We all complement each other with our creations. And if we're hyping other people and we're talking and you hype everybody. You hype everybody on your show. Cheers. Welcome in. We will not hold it against you that you are Tie Man's friend. And that's a joke. Tie Man's awesome. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. I hope you have some sort of beverage of choice, coffee or something along those lines. We're just getting the last remnants here of a sunset. The clouds got in the way. This is a live shot outside my place. Say hi to everybody out there in the chat. And you can drop your channel link with #awesome if you are a content creator and you want others to get connected to you. Feel free to use that #awesome. The chat will be available after the show. So I suggest everybody go ahead and do it, just so it'll be out there in case somebody comes back through and everything along those lines. Who did I see out there? Guns and gears. Cheers. Peace and love. Someone's on sometimes and I'm like, oh, just do it. No, yeah, you get distracted by them. I'm getting out of the way of this because I think the good-looking color is coming here behind me. Live shot out front of my place right now, looking towards that sunset. You can see the sky is still kind of light there. These clouds are just in the way. Kind of near the center of the shot. Actually, right where this little light is normally where the sun comes down. I should have had this camera turned a little bit more to have that over towards the other side more. But we are observing the sunset. Observing this. I like watching the shows. I don't chat a lot. I don't chat a lot because if I chat, then I'm into the chat. I'm into whatever's going on in the chat, and I kind of I'll get sidetracked, and a lot of times I just enjoy watching the show and watching the chat. But that way I don't miss anything with the show, and that way if I have to get up, I'll just have the sound turned on my speakers. I can go into the kitchen. I can do other things. I'm still hearing the show. I still know what's going on, and I don't miss anything in chat. If I get into chat, I'm working. I feel like I'm having to work. I feel like I'm having to do a whole lot of stuff, and I just, I can barely hang it together as it is. You can see I'm not all there, not all the time, but I'm feeling good. Hey, I'm liking the way this is looking. I am enjoying the way this is looking. Is that the moon? Is that the moon going down right now? Is that what we're seeing over there? Is that other light? Because I always see this one and this one. I don't know what that other thing is over there. Are we, where is the moon right now from my location? It's thinking. Approaching full. Okay. It's going to be full on the 1st. High in the sky during the evening hours. Okay, this can't be the moon then. That's just some other light. I'm just stupid. The moon's got to be up above. Moon's got to be up above. How long those updates going to take? West plays music. Seriously, get connected and make sure that you check out what's going on. So friggin' talented, so awesome. Sleep a lot. Then Friday, you've got that weekend warm up. Friday, there's some awesome stuff. It's just weird. It's bound to be a light. They must have a light on over at the this shopping, this little strip mall and rental unit, storage units. There's a whole bunch of storage buildings. Kind of a neat situation. There's nothing up in this area for the longest time, and this guy Ray, he grabs this piece of property here, and he puts some storage units up, and then he puts up a main unit in the front there, and they have a pizza place there, and it's the only pizza place, you got to drive 15 minutes to get to another one. Down the road at 60 miles an hour to get to town and all that. So it was great business over there. And Ray died, and then his family now runs it. I think his niece inherited all of it. They've expanded over there and everything, but that's all we've got. I think there was a restaurant over there that is closing. I think the pizza place here might end up being closing. This isn't where the pizza place that was in that building built this other building, put this thing together on this other piece of property, and because they were tired of paying rent over here. And I think the economy has gotten to where they're not having the sales that they need. I believe they're shutting down the north location, and they're only going to be down in the other part of the county where the main population is and everything. I believe there's a pawn shop over there, and a beautician. There was a nice restaurant, little family restaurant, but they had their last day, I think, a week ago. So it's hard business, especially when the economy turns. Small restaurants and things along those lines, small locally owned stuff, have a real hard time keeping up. When people have to start, cutting back on their expenses, and you start eating at home, you're not eating out as much. It really causes a problem. Nah, the pizza place is probably gonna leave, and they had great pizza. They have it's It's all stone oven. They're from Chicago. They're from north Chicago, the Zion, north of Chicago and everything. Where I lived when I was in the Navy and everything, they're up in that area. That's where they're from. So it's a Chicago style stone. What is it? The stone oven, the stone bake oven, and all that other stuff. Really good pizza. Fantastic pizza. Some of the best pizza I've ever had. And it's a shame. They do have another place down in the town, in the main town, in the but like I say, that's 15 miles south of here and everything, so it's kind of a pain in the ass to go get pizza. That's why it's not delivery, it's DiGiorno, is the direction I to go. That's the thing I got going on. Pizza Stone. It's a stone oven, the brick stone oven or something like that. That they use. It's the type of oven that they've got. Fire brick oven. Fire brick oven is, I think, what it is. I don't know. If I knew, I'd have my own pizza place. We've got some color here, a little bit of purples. Maybe it'll improve. Maybe. I'm giving it the opportunity. We'll see. And then I'll probably play some music tonight. Have a good one. Have a good one, Pole Vault. Beep, beep, and all that jazz, buddy. Beep, beep, and all that jazz. Everybody make sure you're connected to Pole Vault. Check out the shorts over on Pole Vault's channel. Although I doubt he. Just type in Dead Pole Vault. That's the thing with these @ signs up there. If you're trying to figure out who someone is, youtube.com/ and then put whatever it shows there. @AlgieAllie, @The Real Justine Casper. All those other things. I believe Allie's going to be going live tonight, probably as Azura, doing one of those vertical lives. We have Azura's podcast tomorrow night. That is going to be at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. That's comedy. That is Azura and Steve, their relationship podcast for aliens. And tonight, the link just dropped out there for Axe and Nacho's channel. At 11 p.m., Axe and Nacho usually have a live on Wednesdays. He goes live all the time. He goes live late at nights on a Tuesday, on a Thursday, on a Friday, Saturday. But there's 2 scheduled things they have each week that you can count on. Monday nights at 11 and Wednesday nights at 11. I believe Wednesday nights he has some other people join him and things along those lines. Yeah, that's definitely a light. Hey, it looks like somebody's here to say hi to me.
I am. Hello.
Hello
Oh,
there.
wow. That's beautiful.
Hey,
That is beautiful
everybody.
looking.
Yes, it is. You look great. You really make this stream look good. You are beautiful.
I was talking about the
absolutely love
sky,
that.
you goof.
I just get done complimenting you and you throw an insult and call me goof.
No, it's not an insult. It's
seems
meant to
so
be
wrong.
endearing. I love you with all my heart. You're the love of my
I love
life.
you more. I
All
love
right.
you more. Hey, can I ask a favor? Can I ask a favor?
Sure.
Could you throw some shame at everybody?
Oh, shame to you all. Yes.
Shame to you all. Shame to you all. Azura, the spirit of Azura. The spirit of Azura. Can you tell everybody about Unapologetically Mark? For anybody that doesn't know, this is Allie, the love of my life. It's Algie, Allie G is the channel. Her merch link is down in the description of the video. She and I do Azura's podcast on her channel on Thursday nights. It is a relationship show with 2 aliens. Puppet, cartoon, Steve the alien, Azura the queen, alien spider. It's her show, and she's very, very abusive. So,
Very crazy, yeah.
she
Unapologetically
is.
Mark is my animated show that I've been working on. I've been trying to do an episode a month. But it's about a serial killer named Mark who has a well in his living room, and sometimes he succeeds in getting victims in his well, and sometimes he fails. And it's all about his adventures in trying to get people in his well.
Episode 1 is already up on her channel. Episode 2 is probably a couple of sound effects away.
Yes, it's on its way. It's going to be out probably by the end of the month, if not the first day of February.
Okay, this weekend then. By this
Yes,
weekend.
definitely by
Have
this
you
week.
have you given thought to when you want to do the premiere? Is that kind of what's going on? Look at these purples.
It's very beautiful back there.
Isn't
I
that
haven't
neat?
really. I thought about maybe Saturday. Saturday doing some form of premiere. Ooh.
Sorry, I feel goofy.
But yeah, Saturday probably at some point premiere will happen.
Saturday, speaking of Saturday, on Love, Art, and Music at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Saturday night, Mr. Smith is going to be the guest. Mr. Smith should be there to bring us some music, tell us about his musical journey, a little bit of insight into Mr. Smith and what he's all about. He has lives on Tuesdays and Fridays. Tuesday at 6 p.m. and Fridays at usually at 8 p.m. I will be sharing that on Friday when he goes live. Friday night he has his live. Then everybody heads over to Pole Vaults for the weekend warm up. Then to Lori's Mishmash at midnight. Then to Gary Hubbs at 2 a.m. And then to Leelaverse at 3 a.m. But he'll be our guest 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Love, art, and music.
Yeah.
So what are your plans for tonight? Should people be excited about your channel tonight?
Yeah, they should be excited about the channel because Azura's going to be going live with her nightly shame. So you can go over and see and get the shame from Azura tonight in a vertical. And if you don't
There'll
like
be
the vertical
shame.
format, you can always come by on Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's a horizontal live, and it's
I think Janelle needs some shame.
oh, shame to you.
Can you show Mini Azura?
Yes, I can.
I have a graphic. I have a graphic that's got Azura on it, but it says tonight at 9, and that's actually tomorrow at 9. That is Azura from Azura's podcast. She is a queen alien spider. It's adult comedy. It's adult comedy if you're into Adult Swim, different things like that.
Hello.
She has the mini. Let me come
Here's
back
the
to this
mini.
one.
The cold hard truth.
The cold hard truth. Now that is only the finger puppet version. There is a full size puppet version.
Yes, I cannot
'cause-
access that currently.
but that is a full size puppet that she started as. And what we do with the show is actually she's created an animated character out of photos of the puppet, and it really comes across great. It's a fantastic puppet that she's got. So it's a digital version, but we do that live, and it is a you didn't like leaving it on that screen. We do that live, and it is all improv. She surprises me with some different things. Last week it was, does Steve remember this? And I have no idea when she brings new stuff. She doesn't tell me about things because she wants to hear me laugh or do whatever in response to
I want it to be fresh when we do the show.
It always is. It always is. It always feels fresh. What are we thinking?
It's
What are we
so
thinking?
beautiful.
Does that nice? Does that look nice?
It looks beautiful.
I'm
It's a
liking that color.
salmony color back there. I love that.
There you go. Salmony. Salmony.
Salmony.
Salmony. Oh, That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. You know what we need to see?
My ad.
Yep, your ad.
Hey! This Valentine's Day, give your loved one the gift they will love forever. Allie Patches merch. Allie Patches merch. Say love. Festina love. You could get Festina love. Allie and Wes, Lommel. All available on alliepatchesshop.fourthwall.com. Happy Valentine's Day.
You know, I have still not seen what the subliminal message is. The only way to see it is to pull it into Premiere and go to that frame and try to. There is a subliminal message apparently about me. I should probably check just in case
You
it's
probably should.
dogging me out or something along those
Oh
lines.
no, it wouldn't do that. No.
Well, I don't know.
Hey,
I don't
aloha,
know.
Rachel.
Aloha, is Rachel out there?
Yeah.
Aloha. I hope you are doing well. Let me get the banner back up. We have the last final throws here of the sunset. It's kind of got all these other lights in the shot now. These my hand. That's where my camera ends, right there. And the bad thing is, I'm gonna have to walk out there in that cold and get that camera.
It'll
That's
be
what
okay.
sucks.
It'll be
I
alright.
had to weight it down.
It was worth
I
it.
kicked through to get the tripods. It turned out okay. I
Yeah,
liked the
it
sunset.
was worth it.
I really liked it when I could see the blue. At the beginning when there were clouds, but you had that real blue sky up top. When it hadn't, it was still about here or so before it made its way down. But no, this is a live shot out front of my place. We observe that sunset whenever possible. It's a part of a routine that I like to have. Get sun on yourself. Get some sun so you can feel good. It does help. It totally helps to get some sun. You will feel at least a little bit better. Sunlight,
will.
vitamin D, skin, all that other stuff. It's kind of the way it goes. It's kind of the way it goes.
I love you with all my heart. Thank you for
love
letting me up on your stream. I will see you later. I have to skedaddle. I hope everybody
Love
has a
you.
good day. I will catch you later.
Allie Patches, everybody. Allie Patches. Yay.
Love
It's
you.
Allie
Bye.
Patches. Bye. She's awesome. She is fantastic. We're here. We've got night coming in here at the top. It's been a good one. I want to show the color that we have. Now this out here has a greenish hue to it, the snow. And that's because of that light that I have in my driveway. It's one of those street light type things that has that ominous green glow to it and everything. But that's why the snow here in the foreground of this shot has that green glow. That's nothing to do with anything else other than that light reflecting off of this. So, it's not as cool as it could be. But we have had it. We have had it. It is Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? Yes, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Be good to each other. Make sure that you are good to yourself. Make sure that you do the things you need to do to keep yourself feeling like you have value. Create your own value. If you're true to yourself and you're true to your passions and you put time into them, that's value. Because it's not about having value from other people. It's feeling valuable to yourself. You've got to do the things that are true to you and creative so that you can cope in this world, because this world's got way too much crap to have you just live some drama and worry and all that other stuff throughout the day. And that's not a way to live. It's not a way to live, and that's a way that leads to regrets. Oh, I spent all that time arguing online with bots, and now I can't get that time back. Oh, and then it's over. You don't want that. Nobody wants that. Don't make that how you end. Make sure that you do what you need to do to feel good. Peace and love, everybody. Thank you, Wes Plays Music. Thank you, Wes. I appreciate that. Wes may go live if these updates don't take too long. Allie's going to be live later on doing a vertical. There is a live at Axe and Nacho's place at 11 p.m. Eastern Time tonight. The link's dropped out there for that. Everybody, have yourself a fantastic day. I will see you tomorrow.
It's over now, it's over now. The Coffee with Wes stream is over now. It's over now, it's over now. Go and find something else to do.
Thank you for watching Coffee with Wes. Be sure to click that like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell to make sure you're here when Wes goes live.
It's over now, it's over now. Coffee with Wes stream is over now. It's over now, it's over now. Go and find something else to do. Go and find something else to do. Just go and find something else to do.
It's over. Go home.